Hi everyone, and welcome to this webinar, One AI Agent versus Your Whole Team. I am Anto Gibson, and in the next 25 to 30 minutes, you will understand how one AI agent can actually do the entire work of your human team, but more efficient and faster. So here's what we'll be covering today. How support teams are still struggling even with advanced setups, and one AI agent can bring all the changes. Next, we'll move on to a demo session where I'll be showing you how to set up and use an AI agent in BoldDesk, and we'll wrap this up with a live Q&A session. The chat box will be open all the time so you can drop your queries whenever you get any in your mind, and our experts will answer them at the end of the webinar. So before going into the first item, let me ask you a question. How many tools does your support team use currently? Can you name them? Yeah, go on. All right. I think that's enough time. They're going to be using a chat application, of course. Then they'll be having a dashboard, a reports module. Then they'll have a tickets, email, knowledge base, more than five at least, right? So one person have juggle between five different applications or modules. So let's remember this because we're going to need it. So now, how are support teams still struggling? The first point says multiple tools make the UI overwhelming. Like I said, more than five tools. They are switching between these and they are struggling. Next, we have the ticketing systems. Yeah, they are packed with tight rules and automations. Of course, yeah, they sound great in the paper, but they need constant tweaking. You know who can tweak it? Only an agent who's experienced on using those automations. Any new employee, if he's tweaking anything, things start breaking and he doesn't want that. It just slows him down further. So he doesn't touch it. Next, we have knowledge base. We must manually search, find, copy, and paste the answers. And remember, every extra click adds up more time. Bottom line, it's just context switching fatigue most of the time. Bouncing between tools, tickets, exhaust them, and it's not always about how fast you have resolved the issue, but how quickly you receive. If the initial response time is not faster, your customers they will lose trust. They don't have all day to wait for your response. They're gonna leave. They at least want some response. Human agents they are busy. They cannot like look into every chat. They will respond in time, but before that in time, your customers might be leaving already. That is why we need a smarter and more unified solution. That brings us to the next section. So, how can this one AI agent bring so much changes? Let me ask you another question. Why don't you drop your favorite AI tool or AI assistant tool in the chat box? It might be anything. You may use it for your work, you may use it for your day to day life queries, whatever. You can drop them in the chat. I'm waiting. All right. So time's up. I'm pretty sure ChatGPT, Gemini, or Copilot, all these are popular names, right? Even though if you're not using it, but you already heard of it. But they're not the same as an AI agent. Let me give you a small insight. An AI agent is not a chatbot or a glorified autoresponder, but a fully capable intelligent support AI that can understand customer queries, resolve issues automatically, and even take actions across your systems. Imagine this one AI agent that works 24/7 without breaks, burnouts, or context switching. Everybody in your company is sleeping, but your AI agent is still active. Your customers might be from a different place and they want answers immediately, but AI agents keep them engaged. They're going to give them support articles to help them resolve their issue. And hey, what do you know? They might just resolve that issue with the help of AI agent. They don't need a human agent support. Now, coming back to your current team, think about that. They're doing great work. I'm not going to disagree on that. But they're fatigued. They have to respond more than like 10 tickets at a time. It's hard to follow. And they also incur higher cost per head. But the AI agent, they provide instant first responses and possible issue resolving, no fatigues, burnouts, or breaks. And for cost, you're only charged when an issue is resolved using AI agent. Now we are moving into the core part of this webinar, where I'll be showing you how to set up and use a BoldDesk AI agent. Let me open my BoldDesk agent portal so I can show you the existing AI dashboard here. And then we have AI agents listed. So you can see they're categorized under published, on, draft. So now I'm going to create my own AI agent first, and then I will show you how you can add custom AI actions into each and every one, and then we can proceed from there. So I want to use this AI agent in an e-commerce website that I've created. It's named as Beanbulk's Coffee Shop. I log in using my mail ID into this website. Okay, as you can see, there are like coffee products in here that people can purchase. To handle customer queries regarding this coffee shop, I'm going to create an AI agent for this. So I'm heading back to my BoldDesk agent portal and click this Create AI Agent button. And I name my AI agent as Beanbulk Support to align with my brand. And then I add a small description for myself. And here I choose the Riffwire brand, which is exactly where my Beanbulk coffee shop comes under. So I click Create. And now the AI agent is created here, but it is in draft right now. I can go ahead and click Publish Agent to publish this. Now this AI agent is live. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to embed this into the live chat widget in my coffee shop. As you can see, I have already included the BoldDesk live chat widget in here. So when I say I'm going to use my AI agent, where am I using it? I'm using it in all my chat conversation. It might be live chat or web widget, WhatsApp conversation, Facebook, Instagram, SMS, Telegram. There are many more integrations available in BoldDesk if you want to check them out. So I'm going to use on live chat. As you can see, I already have my Beanbulk support live chat widget. I opened that, and you can see that I have customized this already. I scroll down to enable this particular switch. This enables AI agent, and I have two options here. I can choose to auto assign to AI agent. So this happens when a customer initiates a query, or I can choose manual handover, which helps you to assign the chat to an AI agent using workflows. But I'm going to choose auto assign AI agents to keep it simple. And then I'm choosing the AI agent that I just created, Beanbulk support. All right, now I update. I go back to my coffee shop. Now, if I type something in my live chat widget in the coffee shop, the AI agent will join the chat and it'll start responding. Okay, I head back. As you can see, you can use knowledge-based articles, Q&A, web pages, and even PDF files to add data sources for the AI agent. Next, I'm going to create an article that contains a brief introduction about the coffee shop and then a product catalog of the same coffee shop. So I navigate to the knowledge base module. Here I click create, and I'm going to create an article for that. I provide a title for this article. Then I'm going to paste the description content. I can preview and then publish. But before publishing, I need to set the category for this particular article. So I'm selecting getting started and then I'm publishing. A quick reminder, please post your queries in the chat box anytime so that we can answer that at the end of the session. So now I go back to my AI agent. Here I have the option to select the content which my AI agent can use. By default, the AI agent has access to all the available knowledge base articles and data sources. But I want to choose specific articles only. To do that, I'm going to click this select specific content option, followed by the add content button, which opens up a pop-up where I can search and select the categories where I have just published my articles. Then I'm going to press add. Now I head back to my coffee shop. I open the live chat widget. If I ask a question to this AI, what is Beanball Coffee Shop? The AI agent joins the chat first, and then it surfs through the knowledge base and finds the particular answer that I was looking for. And it also gives me the knowledge base link with which I can check whether the given data is right. As you can see, now, companies who actually maintain their own knowledge base for themselves, I have a small assessment that you can try out. Have you ever tracked the traffic internally, like from your own agents or your own employees? If you haven't tried it before, I suggest you try it and you'll be surprised by the result. Next, I'm going to show you how to integrate APIs into our AI agent. This way, whenever a customer comes to my website and they want to change order or they want to query and get their existing orders or change any order details or even summarize their order amount, they can do it just by chatting with the AI agent. So I navigate back to my BoldDesk agent portal and open the actions page. I can click on this create action button. Here we have two options, API action and MCP server. For now, I'm going to choose an API action. The first API action I'm going to create is to fetch my existing orders. So I'm going to name it fetch orders. Then I'm going to add a small description so that the AI agent understands why this action is used. Then I'm going to paste the API URL in this API request section, and then I'm going to press the add key value pair button to open the header section where I can add headers for my API. First, I'm going to add the API key and paste its value. Next is the content type, which is going to be application/JSON. Yeah, so this is how an API works. Pressing next, where I can test my API. If no, I can even use an example response, but I recommend using live response. If it is working fine, I can move on to next section where I can choose which data can be accessed by the AI agent. So by default, it has access to all the data. If I click on limited data access, I can choose which data it can access. First, I'm going to enable all the data so that I can only select the ones which I don't want access to. I'm going to remove the item ID and then SKU number. The rest can stay. Then I'm going to publish this action. Okay, I head back to the actions listing page and I'm clicking API action again because I wish to create one more AI action. I name it as changing order details because I'm going to change the shipping address using this action. I can give the order ID and the new address as input for this API, and the AI will change the address for me. So let me add a description. I'm selecting AI agent because I only want AI agent to access this action. To collect data from the customers, I need to enable the switch, and I can click this add data input button so that it opens up a pop-up where I can select the data type, name, and then I can add a description. The data stored under this name can be later used in the form of placeholders inside the body of the request or in the API URL as well. To get the shipping address from the user, I'm going to add another input. I name it, add a short description again, and then I add it. And inside the API request section, I paste the URL and I choose the method as post because previously we were using get method. This is a post method, and I pasted the request body inside, and using the insert placeholder button here, we can access the data that we got from the customers. Like before, I am adding the API key and also the content type. Then I click next. I'm entering the test data. I click the test request button, and now you can see the response is okay. I click next. I give full access, and then I click save. I'm heading back to the listing page again. Again, I'm going to click this API action because I wish to add one final action. I'm naming this as calculating bulk orders. I'm going to add a description next. So I'm going to get the product name from the customers along with the quantity of the product. With that data, this action will calculate bulk order pricing, leaving out the discount which is offered for that particular product. So that's what I've added as description here. Then to collect the product name and quantity from the customers, I'm going to add data input, text, name, and a short description, which will be product name. Add. Now it is quantity. The description is quantity for bulk ordering. Click add. Next, in the API request section, I'm going to paste my API URL. Again, this is a post method, so I change that. And inside the request body, I'm pasting the actual request body, but notice that you can always use this insert placeholder option to add this name and quantity that we collected earlier. Next, I'm going to add the API key like before with its value. Then I'm going to add the content type with its value as well. Then I click next. Here I am going to paste the test data, a product name, and then a quantity 200. I'm clicking the test request button, and you can see the response is fine right now. So it's working well, so I'm clicking next. Now I'm going to click limited access, and I'm going to remove some unwanted data that the AI has access to. Discount percent. With this, the action will only return the final pricing and the necessary data, not everything else. So I'm going back to the listing page. Now the actions are defined. I have 3 actions defined. I go back to my agents listing page. I open my bean bulk support agent. AI actions. Here with the add action button, I can select the 3 actions that I just created and press add. Now I publish these new changes. Let's head back to my Beanbulk support, and here I can now request to fetch my existing orders. And there we go. My existing orders are listed 1, 2, and 3. 3 existing orders are there. But I just want the orders that are not delivered. I think it's going to take longer. Meanwhile, a question. How long do you think an AI agent should take before responding? No matter how big the task is given, How long do you think an AI agent should take to respond to one of your queries or the task that you're giving it? Okay, now the AI agent have given me a response. Next, what I want to do is I want to filter out order IDs and the address only because now the response is a bit clumsy. So I'm requesting that. And here we go. We have the order ID and shipping address only listed for my two existing orders that are not delivered yet. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the shipping address for any one of the orders. I'm going to change the shipping address for the first order. So I mention change the shipping address for the first order. Let the AI agent think for a while. Okay, so it asks me the shipping address, and you can see that the order ID is already taken from the previous response. That's how smart the AI agent is. Then I'm going to give the shipping address, Fourth Avenue. Don't mind the shipping address. It is, I mean, I'm not an expert with address. This is just test data. Okay, so everything is set. I'm sending this message. The AI agent is thinking. Okay, it formed the data right now, and now it's asked for confirmation, and I say yes, I confirm. So as you can see, the shipping address for the order ID has been updated successfully. So next I'm going to ask for bulk ordering. So I'm just gonna say a vague prompt, nothing so specific. I'm just gonna say I need to order bulk. Let's see if it responds promptly. Which product shall we use? Yeah, I think I like Colombian dark roast. I'm gonna copy that product name so that I can use it later. So here we go. The AI agent has responded. Now I'm gonna paste the product name and I'm gonna give the quantity as 100. It asks for confirmation. And there we go. The order amount without discount is there. The order amount with discount, product name, quantity, just all I needed. Now I'm clicking that helped, and that will end this conversation. Once the conversation is ended from the customer's end, it's going to pop up the satisfaction survey, which helps us identify how each and every conversation went with the customer's end. So with that, we arrive at the end of the demo session, not the end of webinar, because I still have something left to discuss with you. Are you now convinced that AI agents can replace your human teams? Before arriving to a conclusion, consider this. In just 10 minutes, I created an AI agent from the scratch. All right, I gave content to it to act as its knowledge base. Then I created three new API actions. The APIs are pre coded, but you get the picture. Then the next 10 minutes I spent to resolve like five real life scenarios or queries that customers might create a ticket or contact your support team. To refresh your memory, first, what I did, I asked about my coffee shop and it answered me with the exact details, and it also gave me the knowledge base article link. Then I asked to view my existing orders. It gave me the orders. Then I wanted the order to be filtered. It gave me the filtered order list. Then I wanted the AI agent to give me a way to change my shipping address, and it said you can just change it right away. It provided the order ID on its own. It changed the shipping address for me. Do you know how much hassle this is in real life? Imagine a human agent receives a ticket for change of shipping address. Do you think the customers will have the order ID with them? Mostly they won't. They only know the product name. Then the human agent, they have to surf through data. They have to find what order this is, what is this user, everything. But AI agent, they don't need that. They already have those data with them. They can just use the order ID and change the shipping address instantly. And in the end, I also showed you how I can calculate a discount based order summary pricing whatever you want to call it, which would have taken at least 20 minutes for a human agent to respond to, because they have to first conclude what is the exact pricing for it, then they have to find out what's the discount, and they have to calculate it, and they have to send it to the user. Even if they had access to all those APIs, only a technically sound person who knows how to use these APIs can actually arrive at answer sooner. But you cannot expect a support agent to be technically sound as well. He's not a developer, he's just a support agent. But let's take this a step further. Let's say my AI agent that I created had access to MCP server designed particularly for my coffee shop that I was hosting earlier. Then it has access to plenty of APIs and also guardrails that guides my AI agent what data to provide out, what data to hold, how to respond to particular queries. For example, let's say I'm going to ask order for my neighbor. It might just do it, but with guardrails and MCP server guidelines, my AI agent knows when to respond to those kind of queries and when not to. What about payments? If you provide a secure gateway for your AI agent, I might have ended up purchasing a particular coffee product that I was checking. Let me see the name again. It was Colombian dark roast, right? I would have ended up with 100 packets of Colombian dark roast right now if I embedded my AI agent with a secure gateway. So that is how useful and resourceful you can convert and build your AI agent from the scratch. At the end of the day, it's a win-win for both the company and for your agents. Your agents will be less stressed from now on. They only need to handle the high priority items. But hey, with the addition of MCP server, AI agents can handle that as well. With that, now tell me, did I get inside your head right now? Are you convinced that AI agents can replace your human teams? You might already have your own MCP server and APIs. You want to try them out? Head to BoldDesk.com right now with the affiliated link posted in the chat box. You can try our entire BoldDesk features free for 15 days. Then if you change your mind, you can purchase our product or migrate from your existing support system. And with that, I end my part in this webinar. Thank you everyone for being such a wonderful audience today. Thank you again.